Hello everybody, this is Matt from One Ball Racing. Today we're outside the global headquarters of One Ball Racing. It's Good Friday and it's good because I thought I was at work tonight, but instead I'm not. I'm going to use my time constructively and make a video for you guys to show you what I take with me on a track day. Now, some people ride their bikes to the track day, that's absolutely fine. Some people on the other end of the spectrum take their worldly belongings to a track day. Unfortunately for my partner, everyone that knows me, that means I'm a bit of a nightmare the day before the track day, packing everything up. But there is a reason behind it, there is method in my madness, and I'll explain why as we go on. Thanks for coming back to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. If there's anything else that you want to see video wise, content wise, put a comment down below, and let's get on with the video. Toolkit is always first to go in the van, to go right up against the bulkhead. Reason being is I don't really want to have to get it out if I can help it, but it is good practice just to check things on the bike periodically throughout the day, things like caliper bolts, wheel nuts, footrest, that sort of thing. Make sure they are all tight. Basically the minimum amount of tools you need in there is just something to get your wheels changed over, which we'll come on to next, and just to make sure that things are suitably tight. So we've got a torque wrench for a 1/4 inch drive, 1/2 inch drive, and then I've got the sockets that would go along with that respectively. And then just a couple of things to note, we'll take some lock wire, we'll take some thread lock and a tyre pressure gauge. Take some spare wheels, that's next in the van. We've got some discs already fitted here to the wheels, and as you can see, these are wet tyres. Now if you've never seen wet tyres before, that's what they look like. Extra grooves in there just to chuck out any water that's on the track. They are really good, but still treat the rain with the respect that it is due. Obviously they're not a be all and end all, but they do really improve confidence in the wet. So everything's packed away in my shed in this box, and within the box we have the levers and the back protector, we have our lid, we have our gloves, got boots, ACU license, suspension setup, gloves, fire extinguisher. It's not necessary for a track day. It is for racing, but it's still wise to have it. It's a 2 kilo fire extinguisher, make sure it's in date. And then we just got the orange bib, which you need if you're a rookie racer. And then other things that we keep inside that box is just the tyre warmers, so we'll flick them on quickly. I'll show you what they're all about. So amber LEDs, that tells me that those tyre warmers are now heating up. That light will turn to green once they're hot. That takes about 30 minutes to get them on as early as you can. Cable reel just for those tyre warmers and anything else like a kettle or a phone charger or whatever. And then just some spare fuel there for the bike and for the generator. And then we've got the pump just to adjust any tyre pressures. And then an essential, paddock stands, front paddock stand, rear paddock stand. And they've just got some hooks on there that fit onto some bobbins which fit on the swing arm, and then this little bit here goes up and under the yoke and lifts the bike up under the yoke, so it keeps the forks and stuff free for you. And then folding table, it's really handy, really nice just to have the stuff off the ground, at reach, laid out, whatever you want to call it, just so it keeps the garage or gazebo just a little bit tidier. And then I just bring other bits and bobs like a heater. Tracks are pretty cold places, windy, so it's nice just to come back, sit in front of the heater, warm up or dry out any wet kit. You've got to take a kettle, haven't you? That's got to be the first thing that comes out of the van every time. Bit of tea, bit of coffee, bit of hot chocolate. Electrolyte tabs. I've got a Bluetooth speaker here, so announcements and things on track days or racing are generally broadcast on the internet, so tune into whatever service that is and have a listen out for when your session's up. Chair, don't forget a chair for you and your support crew. They'll be grateful of it. So just some other miscellaneous bits and bobs to go in the van. Ramp or a 6-foot scaffold board to get your bike in and out of the van or whatever you're bringing it in. People are pretty creative on track days. I've seen all sorts. I've seen Ford Galaxies with motorbikes in the back. Obviously incredible. Anyway, spares bag. This is what I have in my spares bag. It is anything that I can think of that would ruin your day if it gets broken or if you fall off and it breaks off. So what we got: clip-ons, footrests, a spare baffle in case that accidentally happens to fall out. We've got spare wheel bearings, brake pads, spare cables, clutch and throttle cables, nuts and bolts, drill bits, drill that charged up. Yeah boy. What else? What else is in here? Cable ties, other spare levers, bit of crash protection in there. What we got? Other spare footrests. Yeah, caliper bolts. That's always funny when you lose one of them. Anything you can think of that will ruin your day if you lose or you break, chuck it in a spares bag. Last couple of items to go into the van then is just the gazebo and the generator. So the idea of the gazebo is just if we can't get garage space or we want a bit of space to ourselves, if we've got a few people coming up to watch, it's just nice to be away from everybody. Not because we're antisocial, but it's just nice if we're bringing kids or whatever, they can just do what they need to do and not getting anybody else's way. The generator is just to run the tyre warmers and any other extra bits that we need to have, you know, phone chargers or speakers or whatever, without the need to be plugged into a garage. And then we just want to make sure that the generator is serviceable and running. So how many pulls do we think it's going to be to get this generator running? Place your bets now. Oh no, it's awkward. Let's turn it on. That's 2 pulls. 3 pulls, not bad, not bad. So there you have it. That's what we take on a track day in the back of my van. There's a reason why I pack things in a particular order, and there's a reason why I bring quite a lot of stuff, but I hope that all makes sense to you. And that's a bit of a guide. It's not to say that you have to have all of those items. It's just for my personal preference. So there you are. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. Subscribe to the videos. Keep yourselves up to date. I'll try and upload stuff as and when I can. Pop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on track very soon.